Hey, y'all. It's me, Mac Weldon. It's been a little while since I shouted at you. I want to talk to you once more about my usual topic. I think you know what I'm about to say. Mac Weldon is better than whatever you're wearing right now. Okay? Unless you're wearing Mac Weldon. Oh, that's a new wrinkle. I ain't used that one before. If you are wearing Mac Weldon, it's just as good. Here's the thing. I believe in smart design, premium fabrics, and simple shopping. Okay? I want people to go online, buy a thing they think looks good. They get it home, they try it on. They're like, this is just as good as I thought it would be. I'm a satisfied customer. That's an ideal world to me. I mean, I'll tell you what. Ideal world, everyone gets my underwear for free all over the place. But this is reality. This is not a utopia, okay? So, I mean, in a perfect world, we wouldn't need underwear. You know what? In a perfect world, we'd get back to the garden, y'all. We'd just be walking around naked and unashamed. But we're a long way from that, right? I think you will agree. I believe in smart design, premium fabrics, simple shopping. Listen, I make the most comfortable underwear, socks, shirts, undershirts, hoodies, and sweatpants that you will ever wear. And we got other stuff in the works, y'all. More about that later. But right now, you need underwear, you need socks, you need shirts, you need undershirts sometimes, you need hoodies sometimes, sweatpants, sometimes you need them too. And these are the most comfortable you ever wear. I got a line of silver underwear and shirts that are naturally antimicrobial. Now look. Some people criticize me for my stance on microbes. I don't like them. I don't like what they do to us. They make us smell bad. That's the thing I've been dancing around. I haven't come right out and say it. That's the problem with microbes, and that's why my stuff is antimicrobial. I don't want y'all to stink, okay? I'm sorry to put it in such ungenteel terms, but I am a rough and tumble, take me as you find me sort of fellow, all right? So there you go. Antimicrobial means you ain't going to smell in places you'd rather not smell. Now, that's about as plain as I can make it, all right? Now, not only do my underwear, socks, and shirts look good, they perform well, too. Any situation in your life, you're going out, you're staying home, you're being active, you're being inactive. Any of those things. You can wear these underwears, socks, etc., and feel good. It's going to be like you don't know you're wearing them. Do you see what I'm saying? That's if you ain't noticing it, then it's good. I want you to go to macweldon.com and get 20% off using promo code PFT. So not only are you helping my business, which thank you kindly, you're also helping yourself, which you're welcome, and you're also helping Paul F. Tompkins and his show Spontaneanation. Very dear to my heart. He's been a big booster. All right, y'all. Listen, it's a crazy world. Take care of each other. Buy good underwears. Today's Spontaneanation is sponsored by Howl.fm. Listen to a brand new Howl original comedy series, A Night Called Tomorrow, with James Urbaniak from the Venture Brothers and Hulu's Difficult People. In this 10-episode comedic noir, James Urbaniak and Azure Parsons stars two Angelinos who stumble upon an intergalactic conspiracy in 1958 Hollywood. To listen to A Night Called Tomorrow and over 150 hours of exclusive Howl miniseries, go to howl.fm/spont, S-P-O-N-T, and start your free trial. Just go to howl.fm/spont to get started. Welcome to all of you. We're Snapchatting. Someone is in this room. Oh, so far in the future, is Snapchat still a thing? Please tell us, future people. Oh, why would I tell people to tell me something? Because they will. Ladies and gentlemen, don't tell me if Snapchat is still a thing. Please tell Scott Aukerman at Scott Aukerman on Twitter. Let him know that in November 2016, Snapchat is still going strong. Even if it's not. Let him know. So many ways to share. So few ways to care about those sharing ways. Folks, are we
Are we sharing too much online? Has anyone discussed this? This is probably the first time, right? Getting into this topic. I almost feel as if we're spending too much time looking at screens. Note I said I almost feel that way. They don't make lampposts like they used to. I think that is actually kind of the truth, because I feel like when I see a downed lamppost somewhere, it looks pretty flimsy. I remember seeing one in Philadelphia. Somebody put the the caution wet floor sign in front of it, the little yellow sandwich board thingy. I think everyone could see this gigantic structure that is lying across the sidewalk. Sparks shooting out. Oh, don't walk there? I shouldn't climb inside that? And gain electrical powers? Well, comic books aren't real? Come on, guys. Even if comic books were real, there's nobody who got their superpowers from crawling inside the base of a downed lamppost. It's too big a gamble. You get your powers by accident. No superhero wanted to be a superhero. Isn't that sad to think about? They had to do it. Young Bruce Wayne was not like, ugh, I wish someone would murder my parents so I could finally be cool. Oh, the kids at school are picking on me. You don't think Bruce Wayne hired that guy? He was a rich child. I don't know what kind of allowance situation he had, or if it was just a promise he made to this terrible bandit. Who didn't need to shoot those people, by the way? I almost feel like that guy was not in it for the pearl necklace. He was in it for the murder. And he ruined that pearl necklace, by the way. If the images I have in my head are anything to be believed. Beads flying all over the place. Welcome to Spontaneanation with Paul F. Tompkins. I am the second part. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a program where I invite a special guest to have a free-form conversation with me inspired by a blind question from our previous episode's guest. Then I invite some improviser pals to join me in a narrative improv that is one continuous story as opposed to unconnected scenes, inspired by my conversation with the special guest. And it is all scored on piano by Mr. Eban Schletter. There he goes. Ladies and gentlemen, the last time we had this person on the show, our soundboard shorted out. Now, I'm not saying it's her fault. I'm just noting the history. But what a great time we had the last time she was here. And so I'm thrilled to welcome her back. Please welcome to the show, Natalie Morales.
Hello.
Natalie.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm so good, Paul. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. What makes you so good?
Life and like being here and like just like existing.
Just any day above ground is a good day?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. Even though this microphone keeps falling down, but it's good.
I think you can
keep following it down.
You can adjust that that metal thing on the side.
Oh.
We'll tighten it up for you.
Thank you for the microphone instruction.
You're well. Look.
Oh my God.
Teach a man to fish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, what if you are a coal miner and you're below ground every day?
Then I wouldn't be as excited about life, I don't think.
That's right.
Because of, the lack of renewable resources.
Do you think they hate that saying?
Renewable resources?
Yeah. Do you think they hate the saying renewable resources? Yeah. Because it's like, I don't need a vocal exercise. I'm a coal miner.
Yeah, it's like exactly. Unique New York. Yeah.
Natalie, I have a question for you from our previous episode's guest. Are you curious as to the identity of our previous episode's guest?
No. I am.
Which is it?
Will you tell me? I was trying to be cool and say no, but I so care.
Do you know what? I will tell you.
Okay.
And the listener to check out the Spontaneanation archives at how.fm. Hours of listening pleasure await you for but a modest fee. Natalie, here is the question provided to you by our previous episode's guest, and that question is, what is the most fun you've had in a hospital? What is the most fun you've had in a hospital?
Wow, that is a great question. I admire this guest.
On behalf of the guest.
Yes. Oh, gosh. What is the most fun I've had? I mean,
because it's possible.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
But is it possible without a twinge of sadness?
Well, that's a different... I guess if you're a monster.
Let's see. I mean...
You've been in a hospital for various reasons.
Various reasons. I once broke my face, yeah.
You broke your face. You broke your face.
That one time. I did not have fun that time. That time was bad.
How did you break your face? Tell the listener.
I fell down. I tripped and fell down the stairs at the Met Opera House, and I fell face first into the balcony wall and had to have emergency reconstruction surgery on my face.
Was the opera in progress?
It was in an intermission that was about to come back, which is why I was sort of rushing down the stairs.
Sure, absolutely.
And then I stopped it. Yeah.
You stopped the intermission from ending.
Yeah, right.
You extended the intermission.
And then I had like a shock blindness, which is a thing that happens when you hit your face really hard.
What?
Or I couldn't see for like 15 minutes, so I also thought that I was blind. Like I thought I'd destroyed my face.
I've never heard of this.
But I also thought I was blind. And
shock blindness?
Yeah.
So are you just seeing black? Or are you seeing
just
white?
Black. Like
just
I could
black.
open my eyes and I was like, cool, blind. My face is gone. I asked, the first thing I said, spitting out blood, was, are my teeth still there? To someone next to me because I couldn't see anybody. It was really crazy. They put me on a stretcher because I thought I had broken my neck. I did not. This is why I'm happy. And I'm happy to be alive.
Sure,
guys.
absolutely.
I could have gone over that balcony. And I did not.
That's very true.
And I woke up to, we saw Turandot, which is... I didn't finish it, so I don't know exactly what it's about. But it's of some sort of Asian culture, if I remember. I don't want to pinpoint what it was because I can't remember. I feel like there were samurai, but I don't want to be insulting to any culture. I think it was samurai. I'm pretty sure it was.
Were there swords present?
There were swords, but like, man, there's people who battle in all sorts of Asian cultures, so maybe it was a different kind.
That's true.
This is what I remember. When I was able to see, I was backstage on a stretcher, and there's a guy in a full samurai costume just staring at me. And I was like, I get funny when I am in distress.
Sure.
That's my immediate response.
Yes.
And I just went, what are you looking at? And that was that. So yes, I have been in the hospital. That time was not fun. I also had really bad food poisoning when I was like 17 and they couldn't figure out what it was. And I lost 23 pounds in 5 days. It was crazy.
So jealous.
Also not fun. A lot of shitting there.
Okay.
Yeah. I think maybe
Thank you for clearing that.
Yeah. Well, a lot of vomiting too. It wasn't just one.
To be fair.
Yeah. That's what food poisoning is all about.
Yeah, that's true.
That made me stop eating meat.
Very true.
And I
have you not eaten meat since then?
I have not eaten meat since then. It was a Johnny Rockets burger.
Am I going to get sued? You're going to hold all meat responsible?
Yeah. Yes, I am. If you would have lost 23 pounds in 5 days, you would never touch anything meat-like again.
Was there lettuce on that burger?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure.
Right.
Pretty sure it was that meat.
I'm just saying, consider the source.
Yes, I worked there. I got it. Like I knew the cook.
Well, then shame on you.
Yeah, I knew the cook. I was 17. Anyway, I think maybe the funnest time. This is a tinge of sadness. Okay.
Sure.
By the way, is it tinge or twinge?
Tinge.
I said twinge before. I apologize.
I accept your apology.
It's a tinge.
But I think that's one of those things where they both make sense. Do you know what I mean? You feel a twinge of sadness, but
and a tinge is a slight coloring.
Yes, exactly.
A slight coloring.
Exactly. So both are kind of correct.
Okay. All right.
But I think the expression would be tinge of sadness.
Tinge of sadness. My ex-boyfriend, who I'm still really good friends with, had cancer. He had thyroid cancer, like I'd say maybe a month after we started dating. And it was really crazy. And he had to have a lot of surgeries because he had 8 tumors. It was insane. By the way, get your thyroids checked, guys.
Come on, guys. It's not just for George H.W. Bush anymore.
Yeah. And he had to have radiation, and there was a whole thing. And he had bought me Heelys for my birthday. because I really wanted them.
Heelys are the sneakers that have secret roller skate wheels in them. Yes.
And then now as an adult, I realize why adults don't have them. In theory, it sounds amazing that you can like really coast places, you know, but
sure, to save time.
Yeah, to
your
save
busy
time.
Day.
It's very busy. But
Exactly.
the fact is that sidewalks and like the mall and hospitals have like, gaps in the tile or like a door entrance, and you'll fall if you skate over that. And then walking on Heelys, not great because the wheel's still there, so you have to kind of clomp down. So to cheer him up, I would show up in my Heelys with like balloons, and I'd skate all around the hospital. And I'd skate around the hospital, and I got in trouble and then skated away from a nurse once, which was fun. Because it's not illegal to show up to the hospital in shoes that are also skates.
True. It is frowned upon, though.
Frowned upon, yes.
I think they would rather you didn't roller skate around the
They
hospital.
would rather you don't have fun, but do have fun. Like it's like a thing. Like it's like be respectful, but entertain yourself.
Can I say, I don't know that it's about whether or not. I don't know if my very concern is keeping you from having fun, but it's like there's stuff going on at the hospital.
Exactly.
That is stuff that does not need somebody on roller skates.
Right. But with balloons in each hand coming in. But maybe I would argue that everything going on in the hospital does need someone in roller skates with balloons in their hands. Right? Like, why do people bring clowns clowns are scary. Why do people bring dogs and puppies and happy things to hospitals to cheer people up?
Aren't they bringing dogs in there? They shouldn't be doing that.
Comfort dogs. Is that what they're called?
Comfort dogs. Therapy dogs?
Therapy dogs. But
Yeah.
Yeah. For comfort.
Are they bringing them to hospitals?
Yes, that's a thing. I almost got my dog certified for that. But then he barked at a guy in a wheelchair once. That's a bad
there
idea.
you go. There you go.
He was afraid of the wheelchair.
Yeah, I think that comfort is one thing, but if you're in danger of physically obstructing someone who is maybe wheeling a gurney down a hallway,
that's a problem.
I think that is their number one concern.
Yeah, that's a problem.
And number two is Patch Adams problems.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Patch Adams problems. But that was, a slight modicum of fun that I had at a hospital once. Yes.
Because there is, of course, there's a lot of laughter that comes out of very sad situations.
Yeah.
And when you get like the church giggles at a sad situation, I've laughed probably very hard at most of the funerals that I've been to.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, not the close ones. I feel like
the close ones I think I've laughed the hardest
Yeah?
at. Yeah. I think because it's such for me it's a crazy release. And it's also it's the company that I keep.
Right.
It's my family. We have, I have a big family, and so we're all very irreverent with each other all the time.
Right. My family is humorless.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Is that so?
Mostly.
How many in your family?
Well, I'm an only child, but I have I'm humorless. Well, I'm an orphan. I have 7 brothers and sisters that are all step and half.
Right.
Yeah.
And how old were you when they entered? They first began entering your life.
My half brothers and sisters weren't in my life much still to this day, but my step brothers and sisters when I was like 14.
Oh, okay. Because that is a different relationship to develop that kind of.
I mean, we're tight, but
but a teasing relationship is hard when that age especially. Yeah.
Right. And I think, I'm the weird, everyone in my family is like, ooh, Natalie's the hippie. Like something weird's always happening with Natalie. And so like every time I make a joke, they're just like, whoa, what do you, you're the funny one. And it's like, that's not, I don't have that. I wish I had that. With my friends, I would. I feel like if like someone in our friend group, I'm knocking on all the woods, died, then it would be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope my funeral's funny. That's what I would like.
It's a nice thing to think about, isn't it?
I also hope that I die of something funny. That's my biggest hope, is that I die in a way that you can't tell people about without laughing. Oh. Because that would be great. That would be my biggest wish. Like if someone's like, what happened to Natalie? And you're like, she fell in a subway grate. And then was alive, but somehow slipped on a banana peel.
You're not going to involve roller skates in this scenario?
I don't wear them anymore. They're very hard to get around as an adult. You can't go to the bank in Heelys.
Well, you mustn't.
Yes, but you also can't.
I am hoping for, can you drive in Heelys?
No, I would say it would be really dangerous because the heel is the wheel.
Yeah.
So
but it pops in and out, right?
No. Well, I mean,
no,
it's always in there.
I thought. Well, no, I know it's in there, but it's not always a wheel, right?
Yeah, but it is always a wheel, and so I feel like if your heel,
are we saying the same thing? I know that it doesn't change form. I believe, much like an aeroplane, it is absorbed into the undercarriage of the shoe.
Not fully. No,
not fully. So there's always a little bit of wheel.
That's why they're hard to walk in. It's like it has a weird, awkward heel that's a wheel.
Right.
So it doesn't fully absorb into the thing, and so then if you're driving, right, the heel is what you would have on the floor of your car, and I feel like if that has a wheel mechanism,
right,
would be dangerous.
You're sliding up the gas pedal, you're sliding up the brake.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Please, I don't want any of that Final Destination stuff. I don't want to die in a funny way. I'm counting on that to be my one shot at dignity in this world. Yes, is if I just die in a nice way.
No, I want them to like John Wayne find like so much weird stuff in my body. like I want like a funny story in my death because I feel like so delightful.
Very quickly, what weird stuff did they find in John Wayne's body after his death? 14
pounds of poop or something insane like that. Like he hadn't shit in like 2 weeks. You haven't heard that story?
No, I sure haven't.
Like he hadn't pooped in like 2 weeks. It was like the most poop they've ever found in a body. I mean, I hope they don't find that. I'm a fairly healthy person, with the exception of that food poisoning.
The final achievement in a very distinguished career.
Yeah.
Natalie Morales.
Yes.
Where can people find you online should they wish to find you?
I'm at Natalie Morales, and I'm not on the Today Show, so don't bug me about that. And I guess she's not on the Today Show anymore either. I think she moved to Access Hollywood, which is odd.
Sure. Right.
But I'm not on that either. I'm just me.
You are Natalie Morales Prime. This other Natalie Morales.
I mean, I think she's older than me, but I was there first.
Right. What does she have to call herself on Twitter?
I think Natalie Morales NBC, although now she's on Access Hollywood, so what's going to happen?
That's right. And she's verified and getting that tag changed.
Can you do that?
That's a big to-do.
I feel like I should call like SAG-AFTRA too, because now that they merged.
You absolutely should.
Yeah, I was there first.
Okay. We'll take a break so Natalie can do that. We will also get Natalie's question for our next episode's guest and location for our improv. Oh, Natalie, it is November 14th. What would you like people to know about? Is there anything you'd like to promote?
Well, it came out a while ago since it's November 14th, but I directed a video for Andrew Bird, a musician named Andrew Bird, in collaboration with Everytown for Gun Safety, which is a great organization. And I think it's good and important, and I would love for you to watch it. And just look up Andrew Bird. It's called Pulaski, and it's about Chicago and about the United States in general. But we shot it in Chicago, and I'm very happy and proud of it, and I think you should see it.
And was this your directorial debut?
No.
You have directed before?
A lot.
But you did something to celebrate this most recent project, did you not?
Oh, God, yes.
Yes, and what did you do?
Okay, I got a little tattoo of a director's... Megaphone, right? And I showed it to my friend, and maybe friend of the show, Michaela Watkins. Has she been on the show before?
Not yet, but I would love to have her.
I'll hook you up.
Please do. Please do.
Michaela was watching my dog Taco, and she goes, "Did you get a tattoo?" And I showed her, and she goes, "Oh, you got a little coffee cup." And I was like, "Oh shit! It 100% looks like a coffee cup.
A little coffee cup.
It really does look like a coffee cup." And I mean, I guess I like coffee, but
I guess I like coffee.
Yeah.
Two things: you love coffee, and you love amplifying your voice in a very old-fashioned way.
Exactly.
Natalie Morales, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
It's great to have you back. We're going to take a break. You're going to listen to an ad or two. We'll see how well the show is doing. And then when we come back, we will meet our improvisers. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye.
FrameBridge, framing service. Hey guys, I want to talk to you about FrameBridge. If you are like me, you probably have some things in your home that you've been meaning to put in a frame, display nicely, something meaningful, concert poster or a nice old photograph of your grandparents or something like that. You know what I mean? And you're like, oh, what, I'm going to go drive to the frame store? It's not like the frame store is on every corner. Sometimes it's in a weird place. And also sometimes they just got junky frames. This FrameBridge makes it so easy. You do it all online. You do it all online. You look at the frames. They can help you choose one if you're not sure. You preview it in the frame online. You look at you see what it's going to look like. And if you can't upload your photo or art, you can mail it in for free. They send you a package, an envelope, whatever. You put it in there, send it back to them, then they frame it, then they send back the framed item. This sounds good to me. And it's affordable. Instead of the hundreds you pay at a framing store, and let me tell you something, that is true. That's very expensive. FrameBridge's prices start at $39 and all shipping is free. They have lots of quality options. They have a frame for every style, from clean and classic to more eclectic. Maybe you're an eclectic person and you're like, I don't want a boring old brown frame. They got you covered. FrameBridge uses premium real wood moldings, acid-free matte board and foam board, so your thing is protected. And their acrylic glazing will never shatter, and it protects your piece from harmful UV rays. Even in a frame, stuff can fade over time. FrameBridge is trying to help. And your happiness is guaranteed. In this one instance, not across the board. They're only talking about the framing. The expert team at FrameBridge will custom frame your item in days, not weeks or months, and deliver your finished piece directly to your door, ready to hang. FrameBridge offers this happiness guarantee. Their team gives each item personal care and attention because meeting your expectations is as important as meeting their own. There you go. So FrameBridge takes care not to hire self-haters. Get started today. Go to framebridge.com and use promo code PFT. That's FrameBridge, like the two words, frame and bridge, put them together with no space, .com. And use promo code PFT. You will save an additional 15% off your first order. Framebridge.com, promo code PFT. Put some stuff up on your walls.
Ni hao. Ni hao. I don't know. Sometimes my laugh goes into Chinese that I don't know, but that I've heard. What does that mean? Does anyone know?
Isn't that hello?
Let's say it is. Speaking of hello everyone. Welcome back to Spontanea Nation. You didn't go anywhere, and neither did we. It is time to meet our friends from the world of Make Pretends. Sitting across from me, it feels like a long time since you've been on the show,
I think it has.
but you're here now.
Ni hao.
Matt Gourley.
Hi, it's good to be back.
Matt,
It has
how
felt too
are
long.
you?
I've missed it, you know?
Have you missed it?
Yeah, of course I have.
Do you think about it?
I do,
When
yeah.
it's not around?
Uh-huh. It shows up every Monday on my podcast feed.
It sure does.
Yeah.
Now, your podcast, I Was There Too, comes out what day?
Wednesdays.
Wednesdays.
Every other Wednesday.
Every other Wednesday. Don't forget
To make a bet.
to listen to a show that you're never gonna forget. Oh, we already did forget. All right. Hey, look, I'm having some problems. Matt, how have you been since last I've seen you here?
Oh my God. Well, good.
So many things.
Yeah.
You have a big fat cat.
Yeah, that's for sure. Boy,
What's the
don't.
latest with that monster?
Well, we've discovered this thing we can do where we patty cake her behind, and then you hover your hand over her head and she makes a noise without fail. So you go.
Have you tried it without the hover over the head part?
Yeah, she won't do it.
And she won't make the
she won't do
noise?
it. She'll make various occasional noises, but this one is very distinct and specific. I don't know what it is, but she loves it. And when you get up in the morning, she'll run to the carpet for the spot, like put her front claws into the carpet and like basically present herself for this process. She
Right.
loves it so much.
Wow. How often during the day do you have to do this?
Anywhere from 7 to 12 times.
No, thank you. Have you ever broken a bone?
Yeah, I broke my finger. I think we might have even talked about it on this show. It happened.
That's right.
This
You
last
fell through a
winter.
thing. You know what's
Yeah.
funny?
What?
We didn't talk about it on the show.
Oh, that's right.
For some
we
reason,
did.
I don't
Yeah.
remember what
It was the
made
live
me-
show.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a live show in front of a studio audience.
Yeah.
And so I don't know why I refused to tell.
Yeah.
I forbade the story from being told.
But I think it's
Then we
on there
told
in
it
the
at very
end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little secret. Nick Fury type tag.
It's a post-credits thing.
Finger, and then you also broke your nose. You were saying off camera.
I think so. Yes, that's right. I was backstage. I grew up in this neighborhood where two of the kids in the neighborhood were somehow named Steve Martin and Johnny Carson.
That's right.
And Steve Martin, he was the tough kid. He was the bad kid. He was the bad seed, and would wear, hoodies with no shirts under him. So he was the real deal. He kind of looked like Joe Elliott from Def Leppard, which I immediately had a fondness for him. But
sure.
He used to go around with just a broomstick with no attachment on the end.
Yeah.
But he would tie a string to it, and it was kind of his thing to step on the free end of the string and throw it at you like a spear, but it wouldn't hit you because the string would stop it. But one time it didn't, and it just hit me like front on the nose, and it just exploded my nose.
But I got to give it up to him for impeccable aim. But also, the string, was it just string or was it fishing wire?
No, it was regular store-bought white string.
So now, would he ask people to stand still for
He
this?
would do it without, like, he'd come up to you and kind of ambush you. You didn't have a say.
Right.
Yeah.
So he very quickly arrives on the scene, lets his string dangle onto the ground.
Wearing
steps
a
on
hoodie,
the
no
string.
shirt.
Hoodie, no shirt, of course. That's a given. And then he gets your attention, and then he throws the launches the broomstick at you.
And it's usually when people were watching, so it could kind of be an entertainment thing.
Sure. What could be more entertaining? And then when the broomstick actually hit you in the face, what was Steve Martin's reaction?
He was good. If I remember correctly, he felt really bad. That's the thing. He was in trouble a lot, but he was never mean to anyone. In fact, if anything, he would kind of go like, he was like a bad kid mentor. Like he would mentor you into heavy metal. Like he cared, but he just all the wrong choices, And he had long feathered hair. He was really cool.
It sounds really cool. Matt, I'm going to turn away from you, and you will be out of here like Steve Martin. Next, this gentleman also hasn't been on the show in a while, I don't think. Right?
I've done a couple lives. Haven't been in studio in a while.
You haven't been in the Studs.
And not in the Studs, no.
But here you are. Coods on being back in the Studs.
It's the Studs.
Craig Cackowski.
Hee-haw. We're doing Sam Wainwright from It's a Wonderful Life, right?
Of course we are. Oh, and Eban is playing Buffalo Gals. See, we hear the music, assholes. We're having a conversation. What if you were at a swanky piano bar and you kept stopping your conversation to point out the music the piano player was playing?
Oh, Rhapsody in Blue.
Anyway, the cancer's in the fourth stage.
Uh-huh.
So now...
Dave Brubeck's Take 5. How bad is the cancer?
Craig Cackowski. First of all, Cack Attackers are thrilled you're back, attacker. How have you been?
I've been good.
You have a podcast now with your wife, Carla Cackowski, friend of the show.
That's correct.
It's called Craigslist. You are counting down your 100 top movies
Yes.
of all time.
Yes.
And you are having her watch these with you.
Yes.
As much as she can stand.
Yeah.
And then you have a conversation afterwards.
So far, she's made it through every movie, including La Dolce Vita, which is 3 hours, and The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, which is 4 hours.
Yeah, and you take notes on the things that she says while she's watching the movie. One of my favorite things is La Dolce Vita, I think, was 13 minutes in. She said, how much is left?
That's a common complaint from her. But, I've given her the power. She can veto 3 movies entirely and refuse to watch them,
right?
Which she has not done yet. And she also, I'm only told her she has to watch a third. She only has to watch a third of the movie.
Very generous.
But she's determined to make it all the way through, and she's done so far.
Yeah.
So
good.
Yeah,
it's a very entertaining podcast.
Thank you.
Craigslist. I encourage you all to listen to it. Craig, any broken bones? Go.
No broken bones. I've been lucky. I did throw a rock at a kid's face once.
That was you?
Yeah. And I think I broke his face.
You broke his face. How big of a rock was this?
Well, it was a pretty big rock.
Face-sized?
It was a face-sized rock. And Yeah, I was so young. I think they hid from me exactly what damage I did to this kid.
Wow.
You know,
How old were you?
I was maybe 5 or 6, I think.
Holy moly.
And I think I just picked up a rock in a fit of rage and threw it very close range at Christian, the kid who lived across the street from me.
Why didn't they immediately enroll you in some kind of baseball camp? Because for a 5 or 6-year-old to have that much power in their arm to break another kid's face, that's unbelievable.
It's because of the T-ball system. You got to start with T-ball. And my parents didn't want to wait through that. Yeah. They're like, he needs to immediately go into hardball.
Do you think the ghost in your house made you do that?
Oh, we're tying it into every podcast appearance that I've made. Yeah, there is a ghost who haunted my sister and I. It's possible. I'm going to blame it on the ghost.
Yeah, I think you told me about that incident on this show, and then I went and listened to that episode of Astonishing Legends.
That's
Is that
correct.
the name of the show?
Yeah.
Please seek that out, because I'm not somebody who believes in ghosts, but I love ghost stories. And that whole podcast, it's so good. It's so good.
It's
Craig and his sister Liz haunted separately by the same ghost.
8 years apart.
8 years apart?
For a year. We were haunted for a year. It's a creepy story, and it really happened. And I believe I was possessed to hit Christian with the rock. So it can now be told.
The case closed. Speaking of closed cases, I'm opening my eyelids, which are the cases of the face, to look at this person. I've had my eyes shut for both of the previous conversations.
Yeah, that was weird.
Welcome back, Colleen Smith, to Spontaneanation.
Yay!
Colleen, I feel like you also haven't been on the show in a while.
I haven't.
We've done a live one, Reese? No, you had to drop out of a live one.
Do it because I'm going to go see Dolly at the bowl.
That's right, which is a perfectly acceptable excuse.
I'm seeing Dolly at the bowl that
I
same
think
night.
I am
Really?
too.
Yay.
Everybody cool's going to that.
Cancel your show and get tickets last minute.
I bet it'll be harder to get tickets for Dolly Parton at the bowl than it will be to get for Spontaneanation with Paul F. Tompkins at Largo at the Coronet. That is... Oh, no, you know what? That show already happened as of this recording. So it was a sellout show. It was great. Thanks, Dolly. You'll get them next time. But coming up, I'll save that for the plug section. Listen, Colleen.
Yes.
Have you broken any bones?
I have.
How many?
I've broken 3 bones, but I really like to break my elbows.
That sounds like it hurts like hell.
The only other bone I've broken was like, when you're playing sports and you fall back too hard on a hand and it like splinters or it.
Oof.
Well, it's called like a compression fracture, a green stick fracture on like my forearm. It didn't hurt that bad. It was one of those things where we didn't even know if it was broken. But my elbow, roller skating ties into Heelys. Small child, and I can't roller skate. I don't know why I was. I was roller skating downhill on one of those sidewalks where the root of a tree has made the sidewalk lift up, so they've just patched it with whatever they asphalt. And I saw it coming and did nothing to stop because they don't understand how to stop and roller skate.
How old were you?
I don't know, like 8. And I just fell and went straight down on my elbow. I had to wear a cast for 5 weeks. There are pictures of me on a black sand beach in Maui with a bag over my arm. And then
because it was unattractive.
Yeah. And then many years later, I tripped and fell, and I slipped on a piece of cardboard in my bedroom because it was dark and I'm a slob, and I slipped and fell and hit my elbow on my desk and then on the ground, and I broke a bone in there and it flipped up, and so I couldn't straighten my arm, and I had to go, and I had like pins and surgery and all that kind of stuff. So
And now that hurts. It's got to hurt so bad, the elbow.
The second elbow one, I was making grape lady noises. Like I was legitimately going And the walls of the apartment are thin enough that my next door neighbor heard it and came running over and like knocking on the door. And my dog heard it and he was trying to get at me, but he's a big giant Labrador, so him trying to get at me was like gonna claw me to wake me up. And so my sister's trying to get him away from me, and the doorbell's ringing, which is making him even more agitated. And I'm like,
dealing with something here.
and I was just like, oh God. But I went to what's it called? Motion picture, television, whatever.
Yeah, that's it.
On a Saturday, and they did not have a doctor in residence. So out of pity, they saw me and they x-rayed me, and the nurse practitioner and the x-ray technician were like, I don't think it's broken, I think it's just sprained. And I was like, okay. And for 2 days, I just had to function on like regular pain medication. And then on Monday, the doctor called and it's like, oh, it's fully broken. You need to go see a special orthopedic surgeon.
God.
Yeah, it was horrible. I just sleep on the couch because the couch back would keep my arm in the right position while I was sleeping.
Oh, God.
It's not a podcast plug, but I tell this very long, in-depth story on my podcast, My First Time. It's the episode, First Time My Body Betrayed Me.
To be fair, you betrayed your body.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
What was the cardboard that was laying around?
It was, it was like one of those I forgot. I'm also an avid breakdance. No, you know the things they put in like T-shirts that keep.
Yes.
It was one of those, I think. And it was just on the ground on carpet, so there's no traction.
Well, may I offer a belated congrats on that new T-shirt? Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a break. Oh, I've never broken a bone, by the way. Never broken a bone. Still got my tonsils. Still got my appendix. Still got all my wisdom teeth. Still got my hair. I'm going out the way that I came in. No tattoos. Ladies and gentlemen, we will return. Not even a coffee cup. We will return after this ad, and then when we return, we will reveal our location, provided to us by Natalie Morales, and then we're going to do our improv. All this and nothing else when Spontanea Nation returns.
I got a question for you, and this is not a question you would expect from me. But are you hiring? I'm not looking for a job. I have one doing this. I'm asking, are you hiring people for your business to do the thing you want them to do? Do you know where to post your job to find the best candidates? Posting your job in one place isn't enough to find quality candidates. Don't believe the lack of hype about it. If you want to find the perfect hire, you need to post your job on all the top job sites, and now you can. Paul, what are you talking about? I don't know anything. I'm dumb. That's all right. Congratulations on having your own business. That's pretty amazing. With ZipRecruiter.com, you can post your job to 100 plus job sites, including social media networks like Facebook and Twitter, all with a single click. Click. Click isn't loud. Click is like this. Click. ZipRecruiter is a search engine for finding and posting jobs. That's what I'm talking about. If you find candidates in any city or industry nationwide, just post once and watch your qualified candidates roll into ZipRecruiter's easy-to-use interface. It's not a scary interface like the Tron world. No juggling emails or calls to your office. Quickly screen candidates, rate them, and hire the right person fast. Quickly. If you have any issues, ZipRecruiter's friendly and human. They have a friendly and human support staff. This is not going to be capuchin monkeys, who they don't know how to answer the phone. Find out today, this very same day, why ZipRecruiter has been used by over 1 million businesses, as featured in Forbes, Wall Street Journal, Time Magazine, The New York Times, TechCrunch, my favorite candy bar, and CBS. ZipRecruiter's website shows trending career fields, cities, and searches. And right now, Spontanea Nation listeners can post jobs on ZipRecruiter for free by going to ZipRecruiter.com/PFT. That is ZipRecruiter.com/PFT. ZipRecruiter.com/PFT. One more time to try it for free. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/PFT. I want you to find the best job, people.
Welcome back to Spontanea Nation. Guys, we are still doing it. And you're still having it done to you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to reveal our location provided to us by Natalie Morales. But first, just so as you know, in order to aid us in our storytelling, we use 3 sound effects that move us about in time. Let's say we're in a scene. We want to find out what's happening somewhere else at the exact same time. We have this meanwhile button. We're in the present still, just moving laterally in time. Let's say somebody's having a memory. We're discovering how something came to be. To travel backwards in time, we use this flashback button. We're going into the past with a harp. The best way to travel. Through time. Let's say we need to return to the present from the past or travel into the mysterious future. We'll use this flash forward button. There we go. It's spooky. Like things we don't know yet. That's why I despise ignorance. What? That didn't track at all. You would think I would cling to ignorance because I'm afraid of the future. Well, I don't cling to ignorance, but I am afraid of the future, so people are complicated. Like this setup. Ladies and gentlemen, we can now reveal to you our location provided to us by Natalie Morales, and that location is a whale's belly. A whale's belly. We take you now to a whale's belly. Can I just say once again how sorry I am?
You can say it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, go ahead.
You've said it numerous times, Tad.
I'd like to hear it again.
I'm really sorry. I thought
Still doesn't fucking cut it.
Well, the new instruments are so expensive, and so I thought I'd get a used sextant, and
You're blaming it on the sextant,
Yeah,
Tad?
I mean, come on. That's not an apology. That's like saying, I'm sorry, you're crazy.
Well-
Don't blame the sextant.
I mean, it was my fault that I bought a used sextant.
Let me see the sextant.
You hear?
What do you think, Captain?
Well, it's 2 popsicle sticks and a shoelace.
Great price, though. Great deal.
Barely a sextant, Tad.
Now, we're in a whale's belly. How worse can it get?
See, that's good thinking, Craig.
I just want to put it out there that I lied. I don't know what a sextant is.
Craig, what? You were giving me such a hard time.
I know. I just feel like we're in a vulnerable situation. I don't know which. We've already lost 3 people up the blowhole. I just feel like,
and not like the classic expression, literally up the blowhole.
Sucked up the blowhole, and I don't.
Stop it, all of you.
Captain,
Ow!
What do we know?
why'd you slap
me?
Thaddeus?
Because he hasn't even chimed in yet and makes me trust him the least. What do we know? How long did Jonah live in the fucking bellies?
Okay.
Let's see, Bible times.
Bible times.
People live to be thousands of years old.
He was a descendant of Abraham.
Methuselah
survived
begat
the Tower of
Jebediah.
Babel.
Stop it, all of you. What do we know about Pinocchio and Geppetto? How long did they live in the belly of the whale?
Okay.
Well, let's
Wooden
see.
puppets.
Fairy tale
they
time.
split in
Going
wood,
Carla
water.
Bruni. Wow!
How long was a goddamn 14 pounds of poop in John Way's gut?
Okay.
Wait, I
at
didn't know
least
about
2.
that.
Oh, it's true. Don't believe what you've read.
I mean, did he swallow it?
Yeah. Well, he was a poop mule, and it was all in balloons.
I was at the funeral. There was a separate casket for the poop.
It was hilarious.
You were at John Wayne's funeral.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so glad I won that lottery where you got to come to a celebrity's funeral.
Well, certainly. We're glad to have you here. This is your program, and you'll sit in the front row with the family.
Oh,
How you doing? I'm John Wayne's son.
oh my God.
And I'm John Wayne's daughter.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
Well, congratulations on winning the contest.
Yeah, well done.
I've never been to a celebrity funeral before. Are there any tips?
Just keep quiet and hold on. It's gonna be a wild ride.
Be respectful. We're talking about the Duke here.
Can I quote True Grit or any of the other movies John Wayne?
I meant to call you Pilgrim, but I just called you Pilsner.
That'll be the day.
We're ready to begin the ceremony. If everyone will be quiet, it's getting to be goddamn ridiculous. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here to say farewell to a true pioneer
You know, my father was a poop mule.
Oh, I didn't.
He was transporting poop.
Oh, is that
He
what?
swallowed a bunch of balloons full of poop. And then we were in his stomach.
It's weird because I've heard of drug mules, but
Yeah, that's a
who
thing.
out there needs
Pablo Escobar.
Where is my poop, Pablo? I have been waiting for my poop, and it is not showed up.
Do you not understand? I am in charge of an empire. People depend on me.
You quit telling me about your poop empire. It's all about your poop empire. Your cocaine empire. What about me? What about my needs? I have no poop for me.
I have here become a hero to these people who need me to provide them with second-party excrement.
Will try to be a hero for me. Where is this young Wayne with his legendary digestive tract that can hold poops for long times?
I feel as if you're hyperventilating. Are you all right?
I am worked up. I face planted in cocaine by accident.
Breathe into this bag. It comes from Maui.
So yeah, there's actually a huge trade in cross-border poop.
John Wayne and all of his contributions.
Are you
to the
laughing? Stop laughing. This is my father's funeral.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. One day I feel like God will punish me in a very biblical way for this.
Everyone laughed at him.
Well, what'd we come up with?
I think it's actually, guys, all my fault. I laughed at John Wayne's funeral and in the face of God. And I'm pretty sure this curse is a curse of God on me.
Craig, but, I mean, why would he curse all of us? That seems unfair.
Well, I think we need to delve into your histories and pasts.
Oh, no. There are things I don't talk about.
Well, Captain, of course, you're the captain. We wouldn't expect you to share your personal stories.
Great, I'm free and clear.
Except, how did you become captain?
Oh, good question, Craig.
Lieutenant Jenkins reporting for duty.
Nat Jenkins, as your superior and captain, the only way you will ever rise up in this man's navy is if you die.
You're hyperventilating, sir. You don't look well. Is this how this is going to happen? You hyperventilate into this bag while I shove it onto your mouth with force?
It's happening as you narrow.
You take that and you like it, you goddamn sorry excuse for a captain. I've seen better captains in Michael Jackson short films and theme parks.
I curse you with my final breath.
So you were immediately promoted from lieutenant to captain?
It was an obscure and arcane clause in the military called the murder clause. You could just murder one rank above you and take it, and you got one of those. You got one of those.
Is that still a thing?
No. That's that's when you're on American soil, but the water. We're in international waters.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, do we even know if we're in international waters? We're in this whale's belly. We could be anywhere by now.
Oh,
What are you saying, Tad?
Well, I'm saying that we've been inside this whale's belly for, I don't know, what feels like forever, but is probably 45 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, they say whale time is like forever time.
Whale time might as well be jail time.
Yeah. Oh, that's better because it rhymes.
Oh, water coming in.
Oh, boy. Okay. Everyone, hold on.
Hold on.
Don't so I'm slipping.
Oh, plankton.
So much plankton.
What about you, Steve?
Yeah, Steve.
Yes,
Steve Thaddeus, me?
Yeah, Steve Thaddeus, the Lieutenant JG.
Well, I'm completely innocent. I don't know what I could have done karmically to end up here.
Nobody leaves this whale till we find out.
This is a real locked whale mystery.
Yeah.
Lock the gills that they don't have
It's a
because they're
classic
mammals.
Agatha Christie situational crime. We are in New England, the year of our Lord, 1809. John Goody Thaddeus, you have accused Jane Goody Thaddeus of witchcraft.
Yeah, I've accused my wife of witchcraft.
I was just sewing a poppet, and then suddenly I was blamed for all the leaves going black.
This tribunal takes the charge of witchcraft very seriously.
We're trying to found a new nation here. Wait a minute. Here in the 1800s of New England.
The nation has been formed, but we are trying to polish a rough
This
stone.
isn't one of these crazy witch trials from 200 years ago. This is a modern, fancy witch trial.
Most of the other states have abandoned witch trials, but we are holding on to them.
I apologize. I'm normally very knowledgeable about witchcraft. I got my dates mixed up.
All I know is my wife makes a poppet, and suddenly I get shock deafness.
Explain the shock deafness.
I didn't hear anything for 15 minutes.
Did you remember to ask people if you had teeth?
Yes, I did. I constantly asked people if I had teeth, but I couldn't hear their answer because I had shock deafness.
Sounds like shock deafness to me.
I, for a moment, thought you said shark deafness, and I...
Oh, no, I hear sharks constantly.
What do you... You constantly hear sharks?
Oh, there's one just off the starboard bow right now.
I'm the witch.
Well, this is very valuable.
She just admitted it.
Oh, what? So there you go. The confession, right in front of the tribunal.
Well, that's...
The Thaddeus family has a long, distinguished history.
But I'm pretty sure that's why you've been cursed to be here.
How did the family line continue? Did Goody Thaddeus already have children?
She had children already.
Okay. all
Yes.
right, Okay.
Was that not clear?
I'm just making sure.
They're not allowed to speak at trial.
No, of course.
If they could, what would they say?
I think I was thinking of To Kill a Mockingbird or something where like they were in attendance, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So all right. I mean,
You know what?
Yeah.
Life isn't so bad in this whale.
No.
I'm having a pretty good time.
Hold on a second, Captain.
Yeah.
You're already on board with just living here?
Well, we've got ample food. All we got to do is scrape some blubber from the wall anytime we're hungry. That'll regenerate. The company's good.
Oh, look at him filling up on plankton.
You don't think the whale is going to be upset if we're scraping blubber off of its insides?
What can it do?
Well, I mean,
It can shoot us through its blowhole.
yeah. At best, it might regurgitate us, which means we go out in a big wave of vomit, which is gross, into the sea where we can't breathe.
There's no vessel that floats this man's ocean that I haven't been able to tame to this day.
Captain, are you saying you can become the captain of this whale from the inside?
Not only am I saying it, you did too.
Oh. And Thaddeus, your ancestors could hear sharks. Does that in any way translate to now a useful skill?
Well, I hadn't thought about it. I don't want to have superpowers, but I guess I do.
No one asks for it. It just happens. Except for maybe Captain America, who enlisted and went through a whole
that's
program.
right.
That's
Yeah.
true. He's like the one
he's
guy,
not.
right?
Totally signed up for that.
No, as
guy.
a captain, he's not a real captain. He's a comic book guy, and I'm a captain, and I'm from America, and I know I take offense to that.
They didn't eventually give him like the actual rank of captain?
I don't know, but the point is, everybody talks about Captain America. And I'm sick of it
Why are you so against Captain
because
America?
I'm a captain, and I got it the hard way: blood, sweat, and tears.
So you're a captain? Like Captain America?
Yeah, Steve Rogers.
Is that his name? I just know his name.
Oh, me? Oh, yeah, you're talking about Steve Rogers.
Oh, your name is also Steve Rogers?
No, my name. No, God damn it! Every time. Oh, I was making time with this dame, and then you bring that up, and now
What about Captain Planet? Are
Oh,
you like
God.
Captain Planet? Are you guys friends? Do you know each other?
I'm a real captain in the United States Navy. I drive a whale sometimes.
What about Captain Fantastic and the Brown Dirt Cowboy?
Yeah. What about Captain Crunch or Captain Crunch?
Oh, I love Captain Crunch.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Keeps the Saggies away.
Yeah. I
What
thought
about Captain Teebs?
What?
who's that?
The place.
Oh,
Oh yeah. What about the Captain?
that's a new one for me.
What about the Captain and Tennille?
Yeah, I do like them.
Daryl Dragon.
Well, yeah. Okay, now you guys. All right, let's party.
Well, I'm sorry to say visiting hours are over, so you all have to leave the hospital.
What?
Bye.
Anyway, have we found out everybody's origin story?
I think there's
yeah.
one more person we don't know why they're
pretty
cursed
convenient.
by God.
Yeah.
Me.
Before we decide if we're going to stay on this whale or not, I got to know who I'm rooming with.
Well, I mean, you know me, I'm Tad. Just a simple guy, lieutenant in the Navy. I like to do Navy stuff and, save money on instruments.
Tad, we are in a whale. Any moment we could be vomited or blowholed out of this place. Tell us your truth.
I've never shared this with anyone before. Me. Oh, I can't believe I'm making my
No son of
debut
a
at the opera.
no son of a coal miner is going to become an opera singer.
Dad,
No,
we've been
I'm
over
I'm
this.
here backstage to intimidate you before your Met debut.
15 minutes. 15 minutes.
Any day, thank you, 15.
10 minutes.
Thank you, 10. Well, that went by fast. Dad,
We don't do vocal warm-ups. We are coal miners.
Dad, any day you're above ground is a bad day for me.
I want to be below ground again where I'm comfortable.
You're just an old troll who loves to be under the ground and dig for things. Can't you see that I'm more like a bird, and not the kind of bird that flies into the coal mine to die? I'm the kind of bird that wants to fly around and sing.
So who you singing today in this here opera?
Well, I'm embarrassed to say, I just know that it's somebody Asian. I'm not real clear. I mean, I have a sword, but lots of
Got
Asian
some
people
really
have swords.
racist face paint on right
Hey,
now.
well, I didn't put it on. They put it on me.
5 minutes to places and to resolve any family issues in a violent manner.
Oh, that's not a lot of time.
Thank you, 5, etc. Dad, let me make you this promise. If I go out there tonight and my debut is absolutely atrocious, like so bad that I make someone smash their face against a wall because they don't want to hear me sing anymore, I'll quit the opera and I'll do something else, a more suitable profession that you can be proud of.
Well, that's a deal then. I guess I won't smash you in the face with this rock.
Oh, thanks. I didn't even know that was on the table.
Well, that's always on the table.
But listen, my one thing is I'm not going to go into the coal mines. I'm not going to follow you into your world.
What?
That's right.
God damn it.
I'll do something else, and you can pick it, but I won't go into a coal mine.
Many mumbling mice are making merry mischief in the moonlight.
What's that?
I was just reading that off the side of the
Places.
wall there. Oh, you made me do a tongue twister.
Thank you, Places. Well, you didn't have to read it out loud. That one's on you, Dad.
Okay, I'm A17. Where's my seat?
right this way.
Okay, thank you.
So, I guess it's 100% not your fault because you didn't defy God in any way or get cursed to this whale.
Well, something I didn't tell you is that my dad, he wanted me to join the Air Force. Mm-hmm. He told me he wanted me to slip the surly bonds of earth and touch the face of God. And I said that I would. Then he died when he was hit in the face with a rock. And I joined the Navy instead. It's kind of a half measure to honor him.
And ironically, you've ended up in a dark place, just like you said you never would.
Boy, isn't that the truth. What is a whale's belly but the coal mine of the sea?
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, Tad, you have the ability to sing opera, which we never knew about you.
Yes.
I have the ability to hear sharks, I
Yes.
think.
Yes.
And Craig, you must have some sort of superpower.
I can laugh in the face of danger or death.
There you go.
Captain?
I can do that thing where you layer your fingers on top of each other in a fanning, like a double jointed in.
Oh, that's sick. That's
Well,
sick.
at parties. Yeah.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna let you guys handle this. I don't know what that'll do.
Well, and also, you do have a talent for murder.
Oh, I'd forgotten. Well,
Yeah.
all right. Let's murder this situation.
With our powers combined, right? Like Captain
Hey,
Planet?
Tad, hand me that sextant.
Yes, Captain.
But that's not a sextant at all, Captain.
It's 2 popsicle sticks and a shoelace. But I bet if we stick a popsicle stick into each inner chamber of this whale, connect it with the shoelace, I can tug to the right, to the left, and we can steer this here vessel.
Yes. And then you can summon a shark that can chew a hole in the side of the whale.
I'm summoning 4 sharks.
Well, let's take
to
it
give
easy.
us a
Now,
ride
I mean,
home.
what are we going to do once we get out? I think one shark is...
This proves that all sharks want is to be heard.
You just got to listen to them. You're right, Tad.
And then they'll do anything for you.
Absolutely.
All right.
And then you can sing to,
Yeah?
Sonic Blast, maybe?
Whale songs. Whale songs.
Whale songs.
You know what? I was singing very loudly at the opera, and I think that's what people objected to. It wasn't very good, but it was super loud.
Well, it might just work.
That's my son up there.
Tell him to shut up. Tell him to shut up.
I can't hear anything.
I can't hear the opera.
All I hear is him.
Did that woman just break her face?
He's playing a Cambodian.
All right, I'll give it a try.
Okay.
Sonic Blast.
And then I'll laugh, and that'll attract dolphins, because laughter sounds like dolphins, and then we can ride them to the shore.
We're not going to ride the sharks, all right.
I mean, between dolphins and sharks, it does seem like dolphins are more likely to let us ride them.
Sharks are more likely to eat you, and dolphins are more likely to rape you, but I'll take raping over eating anytime.
Summoning shark. Summoning shark. Summoning shark.
My steering mechanism has been rigged.
Okay.
Summoning shark.
Oh my God, I start to see light.
Is it
the
time
shark
to
is eating
hit
its
him
way
with-
through.
Should I hit him with the Sonic Blast?
Should hit him with the sonic blast.
Right, left, right. Oh,
Chew a hole in the side of the whale, friend.
we just missed a coral reef.
The dolphins are here.
Grab onto a dolphin.
I'm grabbing onto one. He's slippery.
Oh, that shark's sure mad. Oh, the whale's sure mad at us.
I bet the sharks are
The shark's not
they're not
happy
happy
either.
either. Yeah.
Wait a minute, you're not going to be able to get out of here unless somebody steers this thing while you... You know what? Go on without me.
Captain!
I'm going down with this whale.
Well, only 3 dolphins showed up anyway.
Oh, well,
Goodbye, Captain. We'll never forget you.
goodbye. Goodbye.
And we never did forget him,
No, we never did.
did we?
No, we didn't.
No, we sure didn't.
But we've met every year on the day since then.
That's right, and told the story that we already know to each other.
Yes. Well, I feel a stroke coming. I hope you lived there.
Oh, there he goes.
There goes Craig.
Oh,
Well, now we're down to 2.
just you and me, Thaddeus. Oh, may I say it's been a pleasure to serve in that man's navy with you.
It's been a pleasure indeed, Tad.
And I'll be honest, I feel a bit of a stroke coming on.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, pick up a comfort dog. Maybe it'll make you feel better.
I don't know if they're allowed in here, are they?
Oh, well, I thought the floor was crawling with comfort dogs, but I guess they ain't.
No, just us, trapped in the belly of an elephant. Those aren't comfort dogs.
They've got a long, slow digestive system.
That's right. And who knew they ate small animals all the time?
They constantly do. They don't want to do it, but they do. Their trunk just sniffs it up.
That's right. Well, here comes my stroke. Right on schedule. Thank you.
Oh, I'm getting a little tinge of stroke.
Oh, let me go first.
You want to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm stroking. Oh, I'm stroking real hard. Oh, you better pick up your pace, Tad, if you want to beat me to the grave.
I'm done.
We are here at the funeral of the 3 surviving members of the Whale Belly 4.
Congratulations. I've never seen anyone win twice in a row.
I'm actually Craig's descendant. I just look exactly like Craig and sound exactly like Craig.
That's amazing. Wait, I see.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Craig is one of the 3 surviving descendants whose funeral
just
this is.
died at a
Forgot
very,
to
very
mention
old age.
I'm due to have a stroke any minute. So that was my
Oh, you
bad.
scheduled one.
I did. I went ahead and
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, I've got an app.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, I got a stroke.
In tribute to my great-grandfather, I'd like to laugh at his funeral. Even though the rest of our family is humorless, I can laugh in the face of death, much like he can. Bring on the dolphins, Grandpa. He'd get it.
And it all happened in a place called a whale's belly. Matt Gourley, Where can people find you online? What would you like to tell people about?
Oh, at Matt Gourley on Twitter and Instagram. You can listen to I Was There Too. At this point, I will have reached my 50th episode, which, if all goes as planned, there's a big special happening, and there will have been some big episodes leading up to it. So have stay tuned for some spepisodes. I'm due to have a stroke.
Craig Cackowski!
At Cackowski on Twitter, at Craigslist PCast as well on Twitter to find out more about the Craigslist podcast, which comes out every Tuesday. Look for me in season 2 of Bajillion Dollar Properties on CISO.
That's right. The return of Craig the janitor. Or is this a debut?
No, he's been on before.
Did we see him in season 1?
Yeah, I was on one episode of season 1. Hopefully more in season 2.
Yes, there is. I can reveal it.
Yes.
Look out for Craig.
Now it can be told.
Now the story belongs to the ages. Look out for Craig on season 2 of Bajillion, which is it's all right there for you right now on CISO, I believe, by this point.
I believe it is.
Yeah, I think every episode is there. What else? You said your podcast comes out on Tuesdays.
On Tuesdays.
That makes you his competitor.
Ooh. I got a
ahead of the
movie
game,
comedy podcast. What do you got?
A movie and comedy podcast. I got 2 movie podcasts.
Colleen Smith!
You can follow me at Colleen Smee on Twitter. And then I have a podcast called My First Time. I believe the Twitter handle is at My First Time Pod. We're on iTunes. We're on SoundCloud. And we talk about first times. It's mostly funny, but a lot of times it gets really sad and tragic.
What day of the week does it come out?
It comes out the first of every month because it's the first
There
time.
you go.
Good.
There you go. So sometimes on a Tuesday.
Yes, and
Nonpartisan, huh?
with our last 2 themes, what'll have just aired, November 1st will be the first time experience racism, which should be some heavy stuff. And the one that did October 1st, we had a special guest of Jennifer Coolidge who showed up.
Oh, very nice.
It was very fun. So
yeah, it's a great podcast. All of these shows are great, and you should. I listen to all of them, and you should too. But yeah, Colleen's podcast is great, and it is a really wonderful conversation with interesting people. So if you like that sort of thing, then you're smart. Eban Schletter, go to ebanschletter.com and seek out Eban Schletter's non-spontaneanation work because it is wonderful. Why is it wonderful? Because Eban Schletter is only the best as proof. Eban will be serving as musical director for a special charity show that we are doing at Largo at the Coronet December 3rd and 4th. Saturday and Sunday, the first Saturday and Sunday of December. We are doing something we've never done before, which is an evening of music. It is myself, Eban, a full band, and special guests. We're doing a couple nights of cover songs. It is called Paul F. Tompkins Hogs the Covers. All proceeds go to charity. Please do come out and see that. It's going to be a lot of fun. We put together a great band and some really fun songs. People are always enjoy the music that we do in the shows that I do, and so we decided why not do a night of it. So come on out and see that. Tickets for everything are available at paulftompkins.com/live. And then, of course, Spontaneanation Live returns to Largo at the Coronet Saturday, January 7th, 2017. Very special taping with some very special people. Maybe tickets are still available. Maybe they're not. I don't fucking know, guys. I can't see the future, just the present. Which leads me to go here slightly in the future to thank Earwolf for hosting the podcast. Thank you to Engineer Ryan for engineering us all the way to the end of the show, which this is. Goodbye forever. Until next week, this is Paul F. Tompkins saying, Semper in Presenti! If you're hearing this ad, you're trying to decide which podcast to listen to next, and I've got the one. Secrets, Crimes, and Audio Tape, an audio drama told weekly. The latest episode is a twisted comedy about Serial Season 1, where Jay is not the only one singing. And unlike Serial, it gives you all the answers. Make sure you don't miss a single episode. Subscribe to Secrets, Crimes, and Audio Tape on iTunes, Stitcher, Wondery.com, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
In 1962, a mysterious strangler committed the first of 13 random murders, shocking Boston and the world.
Who were these women, and why would anyone want to kill them?
It was the largest manhunt in the city's history.
What is Mary Sullivan's picture doing on the front page of the paper with the Boston Strangler?
50 years later, the cases remain open. Stranglers, the new crime series from Earwolf. Subscribe now in iTunes, Stitcher, or Google Play.
This has been an Earwolf production. Executive producers Scott Ackerman, Chris Bannon, and Paul F. Tompkins. For more media and content, go to earwolf.com